The American Union is calling for a one-day general strike against the duopoly in 39 days. Now, we're not a third party because third parties don't work. To elect even a single candidate would require roughly 35% of the vote. Instead, the American Union is a union of swing voters. To control the balance of power in Washington, D.C., you need a tenth of that, a 3.5% national block of votes. You might recognize that number from the percentage of the population needed to deliver nonviolent political change. This is a different campaign strategy than what third parties use. When they run candidates on a federal level, their goal is to be spoilers. And the hope is that if they spoil enough elections, that their duopoly counterpart will get frustrated and then adopt some of their policies in an effort to lure the third party voters into the big tent. And then those policies will percolate in Congress and eventually end up on the president's desk, if you think Congress is functional enough to follow through. As a long-term strategy, there is some merit to it, but in 2022, it is a terrible, terrible idea. There are so many systemic problems that have been kicked down the road for years, for decades, and Americans are frustrated. Americans are hungry for solutions. And there's a non-zero chance that we have a violent revolution because people have given up on the system working. What we can do differently is unionize as voters. Remember that 3.5% number that I mentioned? Back in 2016, more than 5% of voters cast a ballot for a presidential candidate who wasn't a Republican or a Democrat. For the next 3 days, I'm going to make specific pitches to the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, and the Forward Party on why they should join the American Union and, in 39 days, the general strike. By demanding immediate passage of a legislative package that will end poverty, end mass incarceration, and end the endless wars, we can concentrate and focus our political power in a way that advances principled solutions much, much faster. You know, the duopoly succeeds because they keep us divided. And in 2022, there's a better way. Forward together.